the laws and without faith. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 20. Man that is in honor understandeth not is like the beasts that perish.
There you go. And that's the next result.
Yeah.
Right? We're just night of the living dead, day of the dead. Just walking around like dead.
Witchcraft.
Right? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. I said in my heart, concerning the estate of the sons of men, that Yahweh might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah, because like that going into the placenta, they don't have the laws. That's the reason why even Israelites that doesn't have the law, well, not even the law, but like coming back to who they are, they're considered beasts.
Yeah.
Because without the commandments, that's who we are. Right? So that's the beast definition. It's just going to these other nations, right?
Well, because a beast lives off of urges, right?
Yeah,
Instincts to what? Right? And if you leave it up to your instinct, well, guess what? I'm gonna see a woman and I'm gonna want her.
Yeah.
Because that's your instinct as a man.
Yeah.
But the law is gonna filter all of that. It's gonna let you know, oh shit, okay, no, that's another man's woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my daughter. I cannot lay with my daughter. You know what I mean? Oh. You see a woman, she's your aunt. Maybe she has a fat ass. You're okay, oh shit, that's my aunt. There's a filter. But we're still men. You know what I mean? We're men. So you're gonna see these things. Let's not get silly. Like if your father takes on a new wife that's not your mother and she looks good, you're gonna look on her. But then the law is gonna tell you, no, don't do that.
That's heavy, man.
Right? That's all that it is. Because we're men, to act like we're sitting in a lotus position and we don't see these things.
Bullshit.
That doesn't even make any sense, man. Come on, that's silly. I remember when I was coming up, and I seen my sister's friends, and I think that time they were like 13, 14. I'm older than them because I'm 10 years older than my sister. I seen some of her friends, their asses starting to grow, titties are around, getting around, and I'm looking like. But you have to filter and say, okay, they're not ready yet. You know what I mean? You have to filter yourself. That's all that it is.
And that's why the law is important, because it's this flesh.
The flesh is weak.
Its flesh is weak.
Flesh is weak.
In the kingdom, you're gonna be able to do that just naturally.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Second covenant.
Yeah, come on.
And really and truly, if it was really up to us with these women, we'll end up putting them in subjection, man. We'll end up having them under our feet the way and proper way under the law is just supposed to. But truth said we don't have that power. We cannot do that. So as much as we want to, our spirit wants to, you cannot do it. You cannot have that power to have them that way. And if you do, that's a blessing. You know, and some men do, but the problem is
most men don't.
A majority of don't. Remember that scripture says they couldn't find one woman out of 1,000 what was righteous. You know, so we know it's a hard task. You know what I'm saying? But if we did have it up to us, we would have our women in order, you know?
Let me back you up. This is Ecclesiasticus 20 and 4. As is the lust of an eunuch to deflower a virgin, so is he that executeth judgment with violence.
Whew. Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I was looking up this thing yesterday. They did a study that showed women that had multiple partners in the past, like what are the effects if they get into a marriage? And they said basically they're not stable in a marriage. And so it was a study that they did. You know, with the chart.
They call it mycochirmism as well.
Mycochirmism. They can't help it. Because they're gonna get that attitude of that man.
The next man
can't help it.
Spirits,
man. The spirits.
All fighting each other.
That's why they're unable to shut the fuck up. That's why they're unable to shut the fuck up.
And then when they do, and then they get humble again, then you realize, oh, they want to be nice now. They want to be humble. And then
let the brother bring this up.
This is 2nd Ezra's chapter 3 verse 5. And gave us a body unto Adam without a soul, which was a workmanship of thine hands, and didst breathe into him the breath of life. So what the reason I brought it up is that Adam was just walking around like everybody else, you know, that's dead, right? So until the Most High breathed the breath of life, which is knowledge and understanding the Bible, you're just all dead people, man.
Yeah.
You know, walking, Ezekiel 38, dry bones. 37, it's like a.
Yeah, and then like you said, right, about the law tells you not to sleep with your daughter. You know, a lot of people, they just say, oh, well, that's just common sense. Well, not
It's
really.
not actually.
Because
It's not
a lot
actually.
of those ancient cultures, they practice that shit.
That's right.
A lot of ancient
They
cultures.
practice it today.
Yeah, and they practice sacrificing their children,
That's right.
right? So common, it wasn't common.
Moab.
That's where the term Mongoloism comes from, right? And that's where Lot and
his daughters.
Ammon and Moab came out of that incestual relationship. And they call it Down syndrome in Mongoloism.
Yeah.
And a lot of that go back to incestual relationships, man.
That's right.
And what do you think pansexuality is all about?
Yeah.
Pansexuality is about sleeping with your children as well.
Yeah.
Because when you go into Alfred Kinsey, which he's the founder of the Kinseyan Institute, Alfred Kinsey was a degenerate, man. He believed that the first person that should practice sexual relationships with your children should be you. That's what he believed, man. You should be the first person to practice sexual relationships with your children. Well, that goes into MK Ultra as well, man. That's how you break a child. You have to break a child from maybe 2 months to 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years old, 3 years old. So that's what these people believe. So is it common sense? No.
No.
It's actually not.
Sure.
It's not.
Well, the Greeks had it where when they send their sons out to war, they take their ass men because they're saying if they get captured, the enemy won't be the first to break them. So they see that as an honor for the death to like anal sex. That's what they call today a Greek.
Going Greek.
Right?
That's crazy.
Nasty.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And then that's what they call it, infantry too.
And first of all, in 2019, all the women I know are into that. So if we never had the law, we would be doing it too. Because all these girls ask for it now.
Yeah.
They'll ask you. They'll be like, yo,
Yo, you do anal?
do
Yeah.
you do anal?
Yeah.
It's not even. That's nothing. That's old. That's years ago.
I know.
They'll ask you if you eat ass. All of that. Man.
All of that.
All of that. All of
It's
that.
crazy, man. It gets crazy.
The Greek islands.
Yeah. The island of Lesbos.
That's where lesbian comes from.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
It's true.
Everything
There's
is
even
warped.
in the scriptures where evil spirit went on a king.
Hey, somebody get that scripture in Genesis
I
where
don't
it
think it was
says,
a king, actually.
make man in our likeness.
It was a royal person though, and he had a sister we slept with, man, in the scriptures. Brother calls it. But that was in the scriptures as well. So if that's a spirit that jumped on Israelite, man, how about these beasts, man, the other nations? It was a common thing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you know what? That goes back to what the elder was saying, because like as a beast, you live with instincts. So if you see a good woman, and let's say your daughter is developing and you see her and you don't have the law to stop you from filtering out information, then you're just gonna follow your instincts and do as you do.
Of course.
Right? But the law, when the elder or the brother read the Lord breathed the breath of life, that was the law, the understanding. That's when Adam could do stuff like that, see things and stop himself from going within his instincts, so not being an animalistic, you know.
Well, that was the whole point of not eating from the tree that the Lord said not to eat from, man. Right?
Right.
Because those were ways, right? Philosophies, right? Tuwada. Those were philosophies, those were ways. And the Lord was telling us to stay away from that. You don't think bestiality was a part of that knowledge? Bestiality was a part of that knowledge. And first of all, you go back home, this brother was just talking about the country. What do you think they do in the country?
Yeah.
In the country, they pop all types of animals. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal in the country.
Con.
In Jamaica, that's normal. These guys pop goats, they pop cows, they pop pigs. They pop, I see, they just had a video. The guy with the Jake was popping a chicken. He's popping a chicken.
Jake?
Yeah.
But Esau said that's okay. He's saying all kind of sex right now, man.
Good.
Right?
And the animal.
Right?
Fuck, the animal even do shit.
Right?
Now we gotta kill the animal.
Because Esau is saying it's love. Doesn't a dog want love?
Love is love.
Doesn't Rex want love too?
Yo, that's
Forget about you being with your woman, man. That's old.
old.
That's
Some
boring.
stuff, yeah,
Don't fuck a chicken. You know, even a lizard. That's not sex, man. It's love. Right? And they're gonna go to court and win cases about that. And the paper talk about we won. You know, the other one shit with the rabbit.
There was one in,
You know?
I think it was New Jersey. They went to the Supreme Court. It was a brother and sister. They won the right to marry.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Right?
they won
There
the
you
right
go.
to marry.
That's why we have to be stewards over the earth, man. And it's so funny because for some reason, you people